There we go. We have a couple new people on here. So just explaining, like, this is our team calls that we have on Monday nights. That's just like my downline, I guess. So it's kind of just hit or miss of, you know, who gets on and who can't. And sometimes we try to record them, but sometimes I don't, because they're a little bit more, sometimes we do like trainings and, you know, we'll talk about topics that people are dealing with or wanting more information. And sometimes, a lot of times it's just so we can see each other's faces and kind of like engage and be there for each other as coaches and ask, you know, good questions and stuff like that. So, okay. Can you
always leave feeling better?
Always leave feeling better. Sometimes we have laughing fests and things get weird.
Sometimes Becca takes her pants off.
It happened once. Of course, this one's being recorded. But so this is like, you know, a lot less intimidating than like our big TKO family. If you're on one of those team calls or, you know, or push to diamond training, like you're going to have like hundreds of people. And so they don't even do Zoom a lot. So you can't see each other. But anyway, enough of that. So I just want to maybe have us eat. Okay, there's Rebecca. Yay. Have us each like briefly say, the key is briefly, but still. And we'll start with some of I'll just call on you. And just share like, how you became a coach. Like what was it? Like what happened there? And then, like why you became a coach, you know, how and why you became a coach. And then just like what is your favorite thing about coaching up to this point? Does that sound good? Can you guys hear me? I can't see you guys.
Yes.
I don't know why. What is going on? I think it's the internet here. So I'm trusting that you guys can see me. So maybe use the chat box instead of thumbs up or something. Is that okay? Kelly's on. Look at that.
Yeah, we have 9 on right now.
I can see 9 squares. I just can't see anybody's faces. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Ashley because I think she's maybe not the oldest, but I'm older than you. I guess we are like the same exact age, like as far as college and high school and stuff, right? Like the same year. Yep. Which makes sense because of how we came to know each other. Okay. So Ashley, can you share with us, like, how did you get into this mess?
Well, my Beachbody experience actually started long before coaching. I was like 211 pounds back in like 2010, 2011. My boss and I went on a diet. Then somebody said, hey, you guys should do Insanity. And so we did Insanity, and I ended up losing a total of 87 pounds. Wow. And then I got pregnant, and so that was all for nothing. And then after I did like T25 and I did like, I'm a Beachbody workout junkie. But I didn't really know anything about coaching. Am I talking too fast? I'm like trying to be fast, but I feel like I'm like, but I was kind of a workout junkie. I did a whole bunch of them. I kept buying them. And then I actually met somebody who I grew up with, but she was a terrible coach. And didn't really do anything. Like one time approached me, she was like, hey, you should be a coach. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. Like, no, I'm good. And then fast forward to a mutual friend of Becca and me shared a group that Becca was hosting, and then the rest is history. So there's mess.
But like, it was a free group.
But I love it. It was a free group. It was a pumpkins and planks. I'm almost positive. Mm-hmm. And then she hooked me with like a Shakeology group.
Yeah, so
free groups work, guys.
Yeah, it was a free planks group. She was in it. She was awesome. Then I was like, let's do a free, does anyone want to do a free Shakeology group? Which I don't do those very often. And I'm like, maybe I need to do them more. Mm-hmm. And she,
But to be clear, I did not know Becca at all.
right, we didn't know each other. So it was just her
Mm-mm.
friend, which I, of course, told her friend that she should be coaching because
I've told her the same thing, and she's like, nah.
I know she will one day. Um, but like, yeah, because I'm like, you're bringing me all these people. But anyway, and then yeah, and then Ashley did the Shakeology, and then I told her about coaching, talked to her about coaching, and she dove in. And so, what's your favorite thing so far, or like to this point?
To this point, oh gosh, I'm gonna be super cheesy.
Say it.
Um, but my favorite thing is like everybody that I've met and like the positivity that everybody has brought in. Like, um, like it's just such a different set of people. You know, like you have your people that you see on a daily basis and whatever. And like I don't know about you, but in my regular jobs, there's just so much negativity and cattiness and everything. And then, you know, it's just a whole different mindset with all the groups of coaches and everything. And I just really like the group of people that I'm meeting. And then aside from that, my favorite thing is the challenge groups. I love helping people, which is like, I'm sure I've said a million times, and I'm sure the people who are new here don't know this, but like that was my main reason for jumping in, was to help other people. And I do a lot of free stuff with people, and like sideline coaching, if that makes sense. And so hearing people's results is just like so motivating to me. It's so awesome.
I love it. Okay, Eileen.
Okay. So I've been a coach for a little over a year, and Rebecca is my coach, and she like begged me practically for a while, and I coach and do a challenge group, and I told her no for 6 months, and but she kept inviting me, and finally I reached out to her, and after I had my daughter, I was like 5 months postpartum, and I was like 215 pounds, and I was just miserable, and I joined as a coach, and I kind of like full on jumped in, like into coaching and into my fitness journey instantly, and lost over 40 pounds, and kind of like coaching for me when I got started was not just for me to get healthy again, but I had felt like I'd lost my identity person, and I had like no friends, and I don't know, like I just needed something for me because and I felt like I only ever talked to my like at the time 2-year-old. And so it was just really great to be able to like work on myself and be surrounded by a bunch of other people who believed in me like before I could was believing in myself. And now I'm at a place where I mean, I love all of those things still about coaching, but I love that now I'm at a place in my business where I can, like, I'm seeing the people who I've helped, the people who they've helped, and who they've helped. Like, for example, Nina is my coach, Kelly is Nina's coach, and Lauren is Kelly's coach. And so just to be able to see that, you know, like, I would have never been able to impact those people by myself. So just team grow has been fantastic, and being able to help empower them to, you know, do this.
I love that. And so just to clarify too, Eileen and I knew each other from college briefly, a little bit. And like, I remember Jake and I in cheerleading, like a little bit. And then we just like stayed Facebook friends, I think. Was that what it was, Eileen?
Yeah,
So
we just stayed Facebook friends, and you would invite me. At first you were inviting me to free groups, and I would like chronically join your free groups just to steal the meal plans, and I would never participate. But then I would never even use either, just because I don't know, I didn't have the support, and I just wasn't in the right spot at that point. And then she started inviting me to coaching, we were really poor, and I actually bought my first challenge pack with bill money, and because I just like I had to do it, and ended up making back my challenge pack plus enough to pay like our internet bill the next month. So it was awesome.
Yeah. So I just wanted to, yeah, I knew Eileen enough, you know, about like to invite her to coaching.
Yeah.
Not that you have to know people forever to invite them to coaching, because I've developed some really quick friendships on Instagram and even Facebook with people who are like-minded, or they're in the similar situation as me, you know. And if you're engaging with them and you're having awesome, like you're really becoming friends and genuine conversations, then I don't, you know, I don't wait. I if we have that friendship and relationship and I think that it could benefit them, I'm like, well, I'm not going to keep it a secret. So Eileen's kind of my, like, when I feel like fear coming on, I'm like, well, gosh, I think about Eileen's story and like, where would she be if I didn't if I had given up on her and inviting her, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe someone else would have, maybe not. And so, yeah, it's really cool, because obviously, like, in the way that we invite and the way that we're still maintaining and building relationships, we're not doing it in a way that is like annoying to the point where like she would be like, unfollow this girl, or like, I don't want to be friends with her, block her. She, you know what I mean? You all have those people on your Facebook. Probably you probably have come across a friend or two in direct sales that that come off that way, and they don't care about you. They're just trying to make a sale type of thing. So when you're genuinely like loving people and believing that this opportunity can provide them, you know, freedom, financially, physically, whatever, then that's going to come across. And so don't give up on them if the timing's not right. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Rebecca Smith. Is she on? Is she able? Okay, there she is. Let me unmute you. Okay.
I'm here. Okay. How did I get started? So I know Becca from our district church. My husband also went to college with Jake and Rebecca, which coincidentally my husband's name is Jake also, which we like to joke around about. But Bex reached out to me when I was, let's see, 4 months pregnant. I was 4 months pregnant with Deck. And I was like, I don't think I can do this job, like, pregnant. And she's like, oh no, you'd be so good at it. And I started in the first week of February last year.
Well, you also have a background.
I do, yes. I have a certificate through NASM for personal training, and then undergrad for nutrition. So she was like, oh, you'd be awesome at this. And I haven't really done any of my nutrition stuff in years just because of past stuff that I didn't enjoy doing it. So I thought it would be good to go to a job where people actually wanted help and wanted to change things. So I started back February 2nd last year. And I worked the job for quite a while. And then I started with my pregnancy, got a little bit rough and started feeling pretty bad. So I got really lazy and just didn't work the job as well. And then I had my son and we had some complications. And so that took a little bit longer, but long story short, I'm back on the ball and trying to kick butt every day.
What's your favorite thing now, or at this point?
I think like when I started the business, like, not that I like am all about money, but like, you know, you think, okay, where am I going to make the money? Like, I like the idea of just like helping people where they're at. And like, I have a friend at church who can't afford, you know, the Beachbody. So I let her borrow mine and see how she likes it. You know, I've really just been genuine and just trying to help people. Like, I went over to someone's house and cleaned out their refrigerator and their pantry and helped them figure out, you know, this is what you eat, this is what you don't eat, kind of thing. And so I think I really like just helping people and letting them see that they can do better and they can be better, and that their circumstances don't mean they are. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I love it. I like it a lot. Okay, Kelly's still gone, right? That's not a frozen screen, is it?
Yeah, she's not in her chair.
Okay. Nina, are you able to share?
I'll try. I have a yelling child beside me.
Okay.
So I met Eileen as my coach. Shh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Eileen is my coach. We met through a mutual friend. We had pictures done, and she added me on Facebook so she could share her photos and stuff. And I followed her story for about a year. She invited me to a couple of free groups, and I did a couple of them. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. What's there to lose? It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, just watching her story and watching her transformation, I was like, wow, you know, this is really cool. And then at the beginning of this year, she was starting up another challenge group, and she invited me to it. And I was like, you know, I'm to a point where, you know, I've got to lose weight. I've got to get in shape so I can do stuff with my kids. And so I was like, sure. And I started inviting other people to her group. And she was like, you know, have you thought about doing coaching? And at first I was like, absolutely not. You know, I've done direct sales before. I'm not good at it. Just no. And so she added me some videos that people did. You know, she sent me some videos to watch. And I was like, you know, these people are me. This is where I'm at right now. I'm going to be working out anyway. I'm going to be working right anyway. I'll be on Facebook anyway. So sure, why not? Let's do this. So that's how I joined. And I've been loving it. What I love so far right now at coaching at this point, I guess I'll be a little cheesy too, but just the support system that the other coaches give one another is amazing to me. Everybody is so supportive and so uplifting, and it's really encouraging, and it really helps you to keep on track with what you're doing. Even when, you know, you fall in a rut, which is so easy to do. They're just so uplifting. Like, you know, it's okay. You know, everybody gets at that point. Just dust yourself off and get back on the horse. So it's just the environment. It's really awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad, Nina. I love it. Such a good one. Okay, so then that naturally will bring us to Kelly Reed. She there?
Yes.
Okay.
So whenever after I had Heidi, I knew that I wanted to start working out again, and then I never did after I got cleared from my doctor. To start working out again, I just didn't know where to start. So after about 8 months went by of having her, Nina came to me and asked me if I wanted to join the program, just try it out for free for 30 days. And so I did, because I knew that it was something that I wanted to start, and I needed the motivation and the accountability, because that's why I'd never did it before. And so I did the free 30 days, and then she started talking to me about coaching, and I decided pretty much off the bat that I just wanted to do it, because me and her had been talking about how I never get out of the house, so I always get cooped up. And I don't know if you can hear those dogs. And like, so I would feel really cooped up and like depressed at times, and something that would give me be at home with my daughter too, since I'm a stay-at-home mom. So that's probably my favorite thing about doing coaching, is that I don't feel as cooped up, because it gives me something to do with my time and fill my voids. And I've been loving it.
Good. Okay. Now, Lauren and Stephanie, Lauren, do you want to share, or do you don't have to? I'll unmute.
Oh.
There
Am I
I
on
am.
there?
You're
Okay.
good.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll share a little bit. I don't really have just too much to share because I just started this less than a week ago. But Kelly is my coach, and the way she got me started in this was because I am pregnant, almost 6 months pregnant with a baby boy.
Yay.
And yeah, yay. I always knew that I was wanting to definitely work out afterwards for sure because I didn't want to keep any baby weight on me, which I've never really been big before, even being 6 months pregnant now, I only weigh around 160. And but I am a junk food guru. I love it. So I really just wanted to try to get healthy, not only for me, but since Kason, since I have him, I wanted to try to eat better. And so I knew I needed some type of meal plan of some sort. And that's around that time when I was thinking that's when I seen Kelly posting about Beachbody. And so I kind of just, she sent me, the deal on Facebook. And I asked her, I was like, what is this? And she just kind of laid it all out there for me. And I told her that I would kind of think about it. The more we got to talking about it, she's kind of just laid it all out there. She said, you could just be a customer, and get these meal plans and all this and Shakeology and exercise every month, or you could become a coach. And I'm kind of a go-getter, so I was all game for trying to be a coach. Whether, no matter how long it takes me to actually get good at it, I'm going to try to. And my favorite part about this whole thing so far is not only is everybody really, really supportive, but it's a really good opportunity for not only me, but just everybody, all my friends and everything, on my friends list and everything. So.
That's awesome. So she was posting on her Facebook. And then did you reach out, did you comment or message her, or did she then also message you?
Well, whenever she sent me a message, I had seen her post and stuff, but she sent me a message
and what
kind of advertising it,
saying
if I was interested.
Oh, okay.
So, and I messaged her back. So, yeah.
We always love those. So, good job, Kelly. I think that's important to note that it's both. You can't, there's people who think I can just post on my Facebook and never develop friendships or message people and they're just all going to flock to me, and that's not how it works. But at the same time, you can't just message people and invite them or talk to them behind the scenes without having a good storefront, because people are going to check out your page and see if you're legit. Are you doing it? Are you a product of the product? Are you what's your life? They want to see your life. They want to see that you're balanced and that you have other interests, but they also want to see that you're doing it and it's affecting your life. Okay, Stephanie, do you want to, or actually I'll go to Kelly because she's back and then we'll go to Stephanie. Lauterbach.
Hey. Sorry.
It's okay. If you don't want to.
Again, this has been the 4th or 5th time tonight. So kind of crazy.
Is she okay now?
For now, she'll wake up again, but I don't know how soon or whatever. Still kind of fighting bedtime, but okay. What was the question again?
Okay, so how did you become a coach and why? Why did you become a coach? What made you decide? And then what's been your favorite thing so far about it?
Okay. Well, in October 2015, right before I got pregnant, my husband and I started drinking Shakeology and really loved it and everything.
And how did that happen? Because I don't know that I've ever really learned that. How'd you even learn about Shakeology?
I have a friend who I used to work with who sold it. She was a discount coach, and she offered, my husband has ulcerative colitis and some anxiety issues and just some different things. And she said, hey, I think this has a lot of good stuff in it. I think he could benefit from. And we tried it, and he's walking back.
Quit talking about me.
So we tried it, and he felt so much better, like just within the first week or so. And like it made such a huge impact to him. And I was like, well, and we were also trying to get pregnant at the time. And I've heard that the maca in it helps with fertility and all that stuff. So I was drinking it too. And so had success with that, of course. And so we kept getting, and I stopped drinking it because I wasn't sure. I didn't know enough about it to feel comfortable drinking it while I was pregnant. But anyway, Ryan still drank it. And after I had Ava, I wanted to get back into it too. And I was, I think, 6 weeks postpartum, and I used to be like really into yoga and CrossFit and running, and like I would do all that stuff and hit the gym after work and everything. And you guys know you don't have time for that when when you have a like newborn baby. So I needed something that I could do from home. And I have lots of friends who do Beachbody, but I know I've seen Becca for the past few years, and she's been so consistent and just so uplifting, and just the stuff that she would post, like, I don't know. I just, like, she's the first person I thought about when I thought who I would want to buy from, or, because I wasn't really thinking coaching at the time.
Right.
So I was thinking, okay, well, I want to get some kind of program, and we already drink Shakeology, so I'd like to do maybe discount coaching. And so she talked to me about that, and it wasn't until after I did 21 Day Fix, I lost how much? I think it was like 10 inches and like 10 and a half inches, and was it 9 pounds of my baby weight, which put me pretty close to pre-baby weight, which was awesome. So I was like, dang, this stuff works. I can't believe it. Like, and just in 21 days, it was insane. And I was like, I believe in it. Like, so I want to actually pursue the coaching side of it and not just be discount. So
yeah, I love your story. What's your favorite thing to this point?
Oh my gosh. I'd have to say either the friendships that I've made, like and I know I talked to Stephanie about this, I think it was on Saturday, like, I don't have a ton of girlfriends, like, and it's just nice to like have this now and like have this group and meeting on a weekly basis and all that, and getting to know you guys. But definitely getting my health back to where it needed to be. And when I have my nutrition where it needs to be, and when I'm working out, I feel so much better. And yeah, my energy's up and I feel strong, and it's just awesome. So probably a mix between those two things, I think.
It's awesome. I hope you guys heard that. She said, Kelly and I also knew each other from college, but we weren't like super close. We had, mutual friends and stuff, but we were Facebook friends because you're Facebook friends with everybody you went to college with.
Right.
But I just love that you said, I had been seeing Becca's posts for years, which is funny because really it was probably only a year and a half, maybe. Yeah, a year and a half.
Yeah.
It feels like I could have told you I'd been coaching for 3 years or 4 years, and you would have been like, yeah, because it feels like that when you are consistent, like you start to be consistent. And that is just like such a testament that like you want to be the person. We're not in competition with other Beachbody coaches, but it is a trust. It's this area of people's lives is a sensitive one. I have found it's sensitive, and you want to trust the person. Whether you and that just goes to show you don't have to be like, it doesn't have to be someone that on a really deep level, but when you're sharing yourself and being authentic on Facebook and showing up every day, over time, you feel like you know them and you do trust them and they're not going anywhere. Because can I ask, like, how many of you guys, and maybe it's been you, maybe you've been this person, but how many of you guys know someone who started a business or a diet, or it could be, I mean, it could be anything, or another direct sales or something, and then quit? Anybody? No, I can't see you guys raise your hands, so my connection's so bad, but I'm sure you do. Like, someone that says they're like all in for this thing, and then they quit and they're nowhere to be found. So it's like, yeah, you don't want to, you want to be trustworthy for your challengers and coaches. And that doesn't mean that you have to be the same speed all the time. You do not have to be like, there's going to be seasons in your life where you're going to take less, you might have less challengers or less coaches, or by certain points you're going to have systems set up to where things are easier for you and you can do more without really doing more, if that makes sense. But so don't think that you have to be like gung-ho all in all the time to have success, but you have to at least show up and be consistent over time. So I love Kelly's. I also love that Kelly fell in love with Shakeology and was such a believer before I even we ever even had that conversation. Like, it just shows, how legit it is. Okay, so we're going to move on to Stephanie. If you're okay sharing, Stephanie.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been interested, I guess you could say, since November-ish, because I was making some life changes anyways. I quit smoking and did some other things. So I could probably say my whole life I've always been skinny, but I've never been healthy. And then in November, I started, I go to church with Kelly, so I see her all the time anyways. And I saw the transformation that she was making, and she seemed healthier and happier. And I don't even remember if she invited me or if I asked her about it, but I know I did the free group around Thanksgiving time. I think it was a turkey group or something. Lose a turkey in 7 days or something.
I think you commented on a post or something.
Yeah.
I was like, hey.
So, but financially I couldn't afford it, but I was really interested. I knew that it was definitely something that I wanted to do because I'm a single mom. And I work a lot. I work like 40 something hours a week. And I'm always like, well, I really need a second job, but how are you going to do that with, kids and everything else? So I just think it's the coolest thing in the world that I have the opportunity to have, more income. And, like Kelly said, I don't have a lot of girlfriends because I'm always either at work or taking care of my kids. So it's nice to have other interaction with other like-minded people and be able to work on my goals and hopefully help people do the same thing. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah. And so you did that free group, and then after that free group ended, then what? Do you remember?
I think I did a couple groups.
Did you do our 12 days of fitness in the app? Or
yes.
Yes,
I did.
Because that was a great one. That was really fun. So she got a taste of the app. And so did you do the Beachbody On Demand trial then? Free trial?
Yeah, I did. I did the free trial. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I remember like Kelly and I were both like, Stephanie would be amazing at coaching and stuff. But yeah, it just wasn't the right timing. And
I just had to get the funding together to be able to do it.
But, and so it is again, like showing like, when people are ready and you're there and you want to, like she's going to, because you had said too, like you knew someone else or something, but like you wanted Kelly, like when you thought,
yeah,
like I want to be in this team.
Yeah.
Because of that
person, she knows someone that's really high up in the organization and she's like a 15 diamond coach and blah, blah, blah. And you should go be with her. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know her. And I like these people. So I'm going with them.
Yeah.
So
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you guys have does anything stick out to you? Okay. We covered everybody, right? That's on. Does anything, hearing those different stories and everything, like, does anybody have any comments or like anything stick out to you about that, or themes or anything like that before I share mine?
I like that it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, or whether you're or, married or kids or no kids or working. Like everybody's, working together for the same goal. I like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anybody else?
I think for me, like, because right now, like, I have so many people that are like interested but still haven't taken the plunge, whether to get a challenge pack or for the coaching, and this or that is going on in their life, and so they're not at that point. And so it kind of helps, like, me specifically to, like, sorry, I'm nursing my son, to like keep pushing, because I know eventually they're going to come around.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's and you have to be patient in this business. I remember at Coach Summit, which if you don't know what that is, definitely talk to your coach about that. But it's awesome. But anyway, we were at Summit last year, and what's his name, Eileen? Gary Vander something. He writes Jab.
Long.
What?
It's like super long. It's like Vandercheck.
Yeah. So he was really mean, but it was really good. He was the main speaker, one of the main speakers at Summit, and he was like, "You Beachbody coaches," like he was like yelling at us a little bit, but it was hilarious and it was so spot on. But he said, you want these trips, and you want this financial freedom, and you want to change your family's life and retire your spouse, and you want to be in the best shape of your life, and you want to, change the world. Like, he's like saying all this stuff, and we're like, yeah, we do. And we do this, right? And he's like, and you want it to happen tomorrow. Like, you think that it's gonna, you don't have patience. You need to have patience in this business. And I was like, yeah, it's like, it's so true. It takes time. And for some people, you're gonna get those people who come to you, who've been seeing your posts and everything, but then and some of those people are gonna be people you reach out to and message and invite. Muting everybody. Oh, okay, Eileen, are you getting ready to talk?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys. I feel so blind. My connection's bad, so I can't see people's current faces. It's like I can see all of you, but you're frozen.
Oh. Yeah, I think that one of the things that I really thought was awesome was the amount of us of free groups, or the fact that, like, we had followed our coach for a while. I mean, none of us ever just like started right off without following a person, without a free group or something like that. And so, like, I know for me over the last year, it's been so easy sometimes to focus on like paid groups and skip over the free group every month. And it's just so important to be consistent with not just your own personal journey, but with offering free groups, because there are a lot of people, I mean, like Stephanie, for instance, who really want to do this, and they have everything that it takes to be an awesome coach, but they just need a free group for a while. And so I just think that's kind of cool how a lot of us got started in a free group.
Yeah. Really. I don't remember what I was going to say. I had some connections and I don't remember. I think it's cool that everyone was slightly different too. Like, like Ashley did not know me at all and we were strangers, but it was the power of a free group is that, it's, if you don't know or you need reminding, a free group is there to add value to people, like for nothing in return, just adding value because that's what we do. It's also there to build deeper relationships, help them to get to know you as a coach. And then the other thing that it's there for is to help add to your network and build to your network. And a lot of people, I think, maybe forget this part. So just like with Ashley, Elizabeth and I were friends, but because I created a public event to this pumpkin and planks challenge, and she was excited about it in that moment, then she was able to share it on her wall. Or she could have just invited friends, she didn't have to share it, but she shared it. And so that's one way that that's one thing that's so beautiful about free groups, is that when they help you make new friends in a not like gross way. You know what I mean? So you might have, if I'm making a public event and then, like, let's say, okay, Lauren and I aren't friends, or let's say, Kelly clicks going to this event, that will pop up in Lauren's newsfeed, right? And me and Lauren don't know each other, but she sees this group and it's public. So then she clicks going. So now I'm going to create this private group, because we want it to be private in the group, because, we're sharing our struggles and challenges and stuff. So now I have to add Lauren as a friend to be able to put her in the group. Or maybe I don't. Some people don't. Kelly could add her and I can approve it, and we just start becoming friends, and then eventually I would friend request her because now we're friends. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Oh, you're all muted. See? And I know I can't see your heads nodding. You're not. So I'm hoping it made sense. But yeah, I also really like, I just like that everybody it's like, there's multiple ways of doing it, and you kind of need them all to be able to grow a team, but also to impact people. Because we're talking about coaching right now, but truthfully, like, all of these things apply to just health and fitness. We could have the same conversation about how did you change your health for the better? Why did you do it? And what's your favorite thing so far? And it's not all about, just coaching and business type things. But anyway, okay. I wish I could see you guys. Does anyone else have anything to add to that? Just unmute yourself. Okay. A couple of things I wanted to say tonight that were on my heart were about challenge groups. Sometimes when we become a coach, we get so into the role of the coach, like whatever that means, like maybe administrative things, like, getting your people added and, making sure they're taken care of. And those are all essential, but we never want to stop being challengers. And so I just want to touch on that, because I was listening to a call from a girl named Clara. Anyway, and she was talking about her challenge groups and how, like, it's just so important to, always be showing up in your whatever groups you're in. Your team page, like, you don't have a team yet, show up in the team page. You know what I mean? Like, be the best, like, be how you would want your team to be. Same with challenges. Like, whether you have challengers in a group, whether you're running the group or not running the group, just always never stop being a challenger. So that's something that I have struggled with before. Like, oh, well, I'm the coach, so I'm posting, the coach post, but I don't have to actually log. Like, I don't have to actually participate, right? Like, as a challenger. And that's so not true, because your people will feel that vibe, and it will affect your business when you're not working out, or you're not, doing something. It doesn't necessarily always have to be working out, but clean eating and showing up as a challenger and answering the questions in the groups and things like that. Like, just never forget that. That's your home base. That's what you guys all just shared, why you became coaches, and all of you were in a group at some point. So can you guys hear me? I'm afraid that.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, just that's my advice to you, like, going forward, especially, like, because we have so many new coaches, that just always come back to that. Like, if you get overwhelmed, or you're feeling like, all these different elements, like, always come back to being a challenger, because when you're a challenger, things happen organically, things happen naturally, because you're, like Kelly said, you're feeling good, and you are excited, and you naturally want to share it and on your page, and then people are asking you questions, so that's just something that it was been on my heart a little bit lately about just always, if you're a new coach, like your assignment, you know what I mean? Like your first job is just to rock out it. If you've never been in a challenge group before, is to just be the best, like go and experience it and get an amazing experience and learn what you love and learn what you want to do better for your challengers. You know what I mean? So hopefully that applies. And then there was something else I wanted to say and now I forgot. Oh, did anybody listen to the National Wake Up Call today? Can I just like unmute?
I did.
Kelly did. Anybody else? Not yet. I mean, I truthfully don't usually listen until like Wednesday or Thursday, but I listened today because I'm on vacation. I loved it. I can't wait for you guys to listen because it was usually they do like top coaches who are, you know, top 10 or 15 star, or sometimes they're not, you know, they're like 7-star, whatever, but they're adding in like diamond coaches, just diamond, who are making at least $1,000 a month or more. And so it's really, really helpful because, you know, sometimes it's hard to see like, how do I get to that point? I just want to get to this point for now. You know what I mean? And so it was really helpful. And there were 2 girls on there today. And I was going to say, Stephanie, is she still on? I was thinking of you a lot because the second girl is a single mom of 3. I think it was 3. Maybe it was 4. I don't know. And she was talking about how like from the beginning, like her why was right in front of her all the time. Like it was the next meal and it was a bill like immediately. And so I just want to encourage you guys all, especially new coaches, instead of you have these big dreams and you have these big goals of like, you know, whatever it is for yourself of making this income or replacing an income or whatever, but start this month in March and April, start with something really small. Or maybe you're not a new coach, but you've never done this before because I'd never heard it. This isn't from the National Wake Up Call. Sorry. This is from something else, but they tied together. Somebody suggested, maybe it was from, sorry guys, pregnancy brain. It was take a bill, like take one thing, like your groceries, or maybe it's your like, I don't know, some bill that's reasonable, right? Like if it's your groceries that month and say, I'm going to cover my groceries with this business. Okay. What does that mean? How much money is that? Okay. How many people, you know, how many all access passes do I need to sign up to be able to cover that? And then, okay, it's this many. Well, it's helping 3 to 4 people this month. Okay. Well, how many people do I need to invite and how do I need to share? So it's like reverse engineering. I think sometimes that can help. Like it just puts it in a smaller perspective, like an easier win, because Success Club isn't always going to be something that motivates you, or having these really far out big dreams doesn't always resonate to today. I don't feel like doing this. You know what I mean? But if you're thinking, I want to be able to cover my kids' ballet lessons. That speaks to me right now. Like that is something that I'm like, I want both of my kids to always, like, I never want to have to say no to that stuff because of money. My parents had to, you know, I had to choose, or I had to pull out of things because of that. I don't want to have to do that. So that's something that I'm like, how can I make this happen? What needs to happen? And your coach can help you with that. Or for a lot of you, it could just be, I want to be able to cover the cost of Shakeology. I don't want to have to work it into my grocery budget or whatever. So reverse engineer that and just focus on that one thing that month and doing those small things. So I don't know if that helps any of you, but I thought it was pretty cool because I've never really thought about it like that. I'm always like, I want to hit Success Club so I can get the free summit ticket, or, you know, anyway. Okay. Well, we only have a few minutes left, but does anybody have any like questions or thoughts on anything that we've talked about or new? I can kind of see people. Eileen, I can see you, but you're frozen. You're going like this in mine, but everyone else can probably see you.
Because I did something and super screwed up my Zoom.
Somebody left, I think. Nina?
Yeah, Nina did.
I don't see Nina. So yeah, does anyone have anything they want to share, like a win or a struggle or a question? Right now, I mean, I know like brand new coaches have a lot of questions, probably like anything pertinent. Rebecca, I'm really surprised. You haven't said anything.
Me? Rude. Why is that?
Well, you usually have something to share, like a win or a challenge or something.
My challenge is to get my workout in tonight because I've been up for hours upon hours today.
Aww. Oh yeah, I
My
saw
baby literally slept 10 to 20 minutes through the night. It was horrible. So just trying to fight through the fatigue. So
yeah, kudos to you. Kelly.
Also, the
Oh, go ahead.
challenge is awful. Has anyone done it? It's horrible.
The what?
The Fix challenge on 21 Day Fix Extreme.
Oh, like
are
are you doing like the countdown to competition?
I don't know, it's the one that's offered on the 21 Day Fix Extreme. It's the last workout.
Oh, the video, the Fix challenge. Okay.
Yeah, that sucks. But it was still a really good workout, but I was dead after that.
I love seeing your sweaty selfies. Rebecca's been rocking being a challenger.
Did you see my brother's post? He's like, stop posting these disgusting, sweaty pictures of yourself.
No, I
was
didn't.
like, ridiculous, rude.
No, I didn't.
You had to call him out on it.
That's funny. Anybody else?
Where do you watch those calls, like after the fact, like the one from this morning?
Great question. Let's see if Kelly knows.
Me?
Lauterbach.
Oh, you can, they send an email out with the National Wake Up Call information, and you can dial in. There's like what is it called, after a recording or whatever, after it's like a different number than the actual call, and you're able to like listen to the recording of it, or you can go on your like podcast or Overcast or whatever app you're using, and you can listen to it on there too. And I need to send you that information about the Overcast stuff.
Yeah, I like that. I think mine's because I have an Android, so it's called like FM player or something. But I love the Beachbody podcast because it will automatically download the next one. Like today's is already downloaded on mine, so I can.
What app is that?
Well, I have an Android. Does that matter?
I do.
Mine is Player FM.
If you have an iPhone and you subscribe to it on the podcast app, it'll also automatically download it on there.
And Stephanie, is it a Samsung or is it Android? Okay.
Mine's a Samsung too.
So. Oh, okay. I don't know this stuff. Oh my god.
It's either iPad or Android, pretty much.
Oops.
Okay. So
did I see my husband's face?
Yeah.
He's my background.
That's what I was laughing.
Oh.
It's this red one right here. Can you see it?
Okay.
Player FM.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I found it, but it automatically downloads the next one, and so I like that because then it doesn't take up your data or your Wi-Fi if you're driving or you're
Right.
doing. And you can actually X out of it. Like I'm not X out of it. You can go to a different screen while it's playing in the background. You know how you
cool.
do that? It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely recommend always getting in the National Wake Up Call. And my name was on it today, guys. I've been waiting my whole life for that.
Woo!
I was like, I kind of forgot about that. And somebody messaged me today and I was like, oh yeah, that finally is happening. So that was exciting. Okay. Anybody else? That was a good question though. Ashley? You good?
I'm good. My only comment would be this is like literally totally unrelated to everything that we have talked about.
Uh-huh.
But you had asked like kind of a while ago how we feel about like the challenge app versus like Facebook groups.
Uh-huh.
And I was kind of on the fence about it when you had asked that. And I said I kind of preferred Facebook more than the challenge groups, but I just wanted to comment that I have totally flipped on that.
Me too.
I feel like I do so much better, like obviously not this weekend because I wasn't home all weekend. But I feel like I do so much better with the app because like literally I go on there and it's like, you didn't log in today. And I'm like, oh, all right, I'll do it.
I know it makes me a little mad when I'm like, I know you can backlog, but it's not the same as
I know because you don't get those little check marks all in a row. And then when I miss one, I'm like, ugh.
And people can't see if you try to do a picture, like if I was trying to log my workout from yesterday with a picture, the group
Right.
can see it. And
Yeah, it doesn't put on the feed. So I just wanted to throw that out there that I've totally flip-flopped on my stance.
The other thing too is like all the new anybody that's a new challenger, they don't even know that we ever did them, other than a Facebook free group maybe, but like, so they're like loving it and they're all in, so.
Yeah. And I'm also trying to make sure I am posting in our free group. I've been trying to make sure I do that.
I've been noticing that too, yeah, because I did run into that. I've had a couple people that did the free trial, like most people that do the free trial and I put them in our group, whatever app we're in.
Yeah.
They say like they want to go all in with it, but I've had a couple that have not been able to. And so then I just put them in commit to be fit until they are ready to commit to, doing Shakeology or whatever. But anyway, and that is a good thing to say too. Anybody that, now I know our new people are probably going to be doing like a clean eating or something, but I wanted to let the rest of you know that I am going to do, if it's okay, it's a cleaning challenge starting Monday.
Oh, like Kirsty did?
Yeah, it's exactly that same one.
Okay.
Did you say a cleaning challenge?
Yeah.
Cleaning and like it was cleaning and eating, right?
Yeah, it's both.
Ooh, okay.
So it's like and so I think I'm just going to do it and commit to be fit because sometimes I don't, because it's like we didn't do self-love in there because that's like a little bit different,
That was a little not so much
fitness and health, right?
Yeah.
So this one
I think this one will be good for that though.
Yeah, and we haven't had one in there a long time, so I just wanted to give you a heads up that this week, if you want to, invite, this is a good way to get people that have never been in a free group of yours or never done anything.
Yeah, I'll send out invitations this week then.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be Monday. We have a template. What? Sorry.
I will help run that too if you want it.
Heck yeah. So yeah, that'll be good. And then I'm thinking also I think I'm also going to then invite in that group, like near the end, like a Shakeology trial, like go right into like if anyone wants to try Shakeology.
I have a ton of Shakeology packets.
Yeah, I do too.
So yeah, and I'm thinking of, inviting it in that group, but also new people on my page, just everybody. And we'll probably do that one in its own I don't know. We'll decide as a team if we want to do it in the Commit to Be Fit or if we want to make a new group, because it is kind of like based on Shakeology or whatever. But
yeah, kind of, yeah.
So like for us new people, would we use that like it's our first group or what? To start inviting people to something at least?
So yeah, it's kind of up to you. If you want to, today's Monday. So if you want to, the downside is that you wouldn't be doing it like on your own. You'd be sharing, you'd be like helping co-run it with several people. And also because the group is big, there's like already 500 people in there, and then we're probably going to be adding some new ones. It's not like high participation or anything. It's like old challenge, old free group people. So it's kind of up to you if that sounds like fun and you think your people would, love to do that and want to be in it, or if you want to stick with the 7-day clean eating first. I don't know if Kelly has any thoughts on that. But
I think for Kelly and Lauren, if you guys, because I don't think neither of you are in Commit to Be Fit. If you wanted to do it with the team, I can put you in Commit to Be Fit. If you wanted to do it, like both of you together, like in a smaller separate group, we can get you the template. If you wanted to have your people not in a group of like 500, just for your getting started, that's a possibility too. If you wanted to do it, instead, like if you wanted to do the cleaning and clean eating group instead of the 7-day, we can get you the template for that.
that's a good idea, though, to have Stephanie and Lauren do theirs if you guys want to do yours together.
Yeah, because I was going to do it Monday too for the 7-day cleaning. I just watched the video tonight finally.
Yeah, even if you just do the normal 7-day clean eating,
Okay.
you and Lauren could do it together if you guys wanted to. It's so fun to do it with somebody else. And
Kelly, have you done a clean eating? Reed, have you done a clean eating group yet?
Not yet. But me and Nina were talking the other day, and me and her are planning to do something.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say, because if you wanted to, Lauren, you have several options. Like you could either do it by yourself, you could do it with Nina, you could do it with Stephanie. If you didn't want to do it like just by yourself, which is fine. Yeah.
Stephanie and Lauren are both go-getters. Okay.
I do want to say, like, I think it depends on how busy you are. Like, if you're working, just from personal experience, I did the 7-day clean eating challenge by myself, and it was really hard to like get all that scheduled in before I went to work and like make sure I was keeping up with people commenting and all that. So I personally wish that I would have had a partner in that. So if that helps sway one way or another.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should just do your own. I don't mean by yourself. I just mean, I think you should just do the 7-day clean eating, because I don't know, unless you're like excited about the cleaning, like you want to clean
Sounds good.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, right, because my people have done clean eating. I don't know, we're still doing clean eating in there, so it's totally up to you, Stephanie. I'll send you the template. You can tell me what you want to do. But either way, if you're like, I'll just do this 7-day clean eating, like the normal thing. Even if Lauren doesn't, if you and Lauren don't co-run it together, then Kelly and I will run it with you if you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do want to do it, and I want to start Monday. I already know that. Like
Alright.
It's coming Monday.
So then you're going to be creating your event. So everybody in here, it sounds like, is creating an event, or should be doing something on Monday. It sounds like some kind of free group, whether who you're partnering with or what your theme is. So it sounds like Kelly and Nina are doing something. Lauren and Stephanie, either separately or whatever. You guys are new coaches, so you'll be doing something. And then Ashley, Kelly. Actually, I don't know about Kelly and Becca. I guess I didn't hear from you guys.
I'll do the clean eating for sure.
The cleaning?
The cleaning. The
Spring cleaning?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't always do an event, but because it does kind of like. But if you haven't done an event in a while, then it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, sorry.
Any other thoughts before I log off? Questions?
Can you send me that temp?
Yeah, I'll send it. I'll upload it in our team page so everybody can have it.
Okay.
Good to go?
Boss. Yep.
Okay, did someone take a picture? Because I can't.
I don't know how.
I am currently nursing. I can't.
I like royally screwed up my video. I don't know what I did.
All right. Well,
Wait, I've got an iMac. What do I need to do? Anybody know how to
Just
take
hit Command Shift 3.
I
And
know
that
you
will
would
be the
know.
screenshot.
Command Shift 3.
that's okay. You can put your face in it.
What?
Can you put your face in it?
Boost.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, you are? Okay. See, it's
Yeah.
stuck on your fan.
Oh,
Can you see me, Kelly?
I can see you. I
Okay,
can't see Kelly Reed.
Oh, okay. I don't know what she's doing. Kelly Reed. I think she's frozen.
Oh,
To the principal's office. Okay.
I
Let's
can
take-
see her forehead.
I can too.
Let's take a picture. Count.
Okay. I feel bad that Kelly's frozen.
Should we all act frozen? Maybe we should do a frozen picture.
Well, we're gonna get
Mannequin
both-
challenge.
Okay. Smile. Hopefully this works. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Did it work? I don't know if it
You
worked.
just saved it to your desktop. Just click over to your desktop.
Okay.
We lost somebody else.
Kelly.
It- Kelly.
Oh. I don't see it, Eileen.
Hold on. Yeah, Command Shift 3 is what it is. I just tested it.
Well, you
Heard
just do it, Eileen.
Okay.
It's because she doesn't want me to hound her later for the picture.
Well, touche. I'm not going to be in it.
You're not in it?
No. Video on my end.
Okay, I can hear the sound. I'm taking pictures. I hear the camera.
Okay, it's working. It's probably just like in your photos somewhere. We'll see.
My
Okay.
husband is so confused right now. He's like, what is happening?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's take one more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh
I
my
heard it.
Becca.
Thanks,
Okay.
Max, for that one. That was excellent.
All right, guys. Have a good night. If you're in the Push to Diamond group, the call's tomorrow night at 8, I think, p.m. So I'll
Yeah.
see you in there.
Central, I think.
Yeah, and I'll be in the
That's
chat box. It's super fun. Okay, that's all.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.